Hello guys, and welcome to a new Wargame video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you a 3 versus 3 on Gunboat Diplomacy, and this is a live gameplay. So I am playing with Prevails and Liffin on my team, and today we're going to start off by probably deciding where we are going to go. It looks like Prevails is going to be moving up the middle. I'm playing an Eastern Bloc deck in this one, and my teammates, I'm not entirely sure, I think one was playing a Eastern Bloc, or Baltic Front, sorry, and one was playing a Soviet deck. And then on the other side we had Israeli mech, we had a NORAD, possibly? I think it might have been USA, and something else. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but let's sort out our start. So, it looks like Liffin's going to go for Elena and Dimitri. I'll keep my CV over on the left. I'll make sure that my allies know that. And I'll put one in Anna as well. I'll probably just put a Scott R3 over there with some recon. I'm just going to tell my team that I'm going to help them in the middle after I've secured the left. So probably what I'm going to do is just put some recon down here. We'll put some Specialny Jednotki. They can sort of sit in the edge here by the bridge. I'll probably bring over one of these exceptional recon vehicles as well. And then we'll have an MI2 to watch out for any helicopters coming over the sea. What else could we use? Possibly a tank, just in case. We might get a T-72 M1 Wilk to just sit about and protect the bridge. And that'll be about it, I think. If they do push that bridge like right from the start, that would be a bit of a shame. Might be worth defending it with a little bit more, because it is a 2-point sector. You need to be kind of careful. Maybe we'll get a couple of LSTR squads. That might be a good idea, actually. We'll get an LSTR squad to sit in here, and we'll get one to sit in here, and then we can use these helicopters to defend if we need to. So that'll be more secure if I do that. So we're going to get some BMP2s with the motor shoots and 90s, and we're going to move into Chariton with our teammate as well. We're going to pull up a strop with me as well. Let's get rid of one of those BMPs, and we'll replace that. Okay. Let's see what happens. Off we go. Get our troops into position. I'm just going to have that move as quickly as possible to this tree line, then we'll unload. The Mi-24 can move there and unload. We'll have the Scott R3 move into the left here. Have this recon move up. We have this recon in the tree line. Right on the far right. T-72 M1 Wilk can stay in that tree line. Okay, so I'm going to bring in some reinforcements straight off the bat. Wow, looks like we are going to get hit by rocket artillery from the start. That is a shame. Didn't destroy anything, but definitely stunned us and slowed us down. That's going to give them a little bit of an advantage, but this Salamandra's having fun with its ATGM. It's going to have to be careful that it doesn't get targeted by AA as it comes down the road, which is exactly what happened. Make sure we are bringing in these BMP2s. Okay, so loads of Zeldas and so on coming in. Probably should have brought up some Mi-25 S24s. I'm just going to have all of my BMP2s rush across this bridge. Surprised I haven't got more coming with me. I didn't think I would be the one to do this. There we go. Right, let's unload our troops and get them into position. Yeah, I'll have the strop maybe move up as well. Make sure that we are covering this off nicely. So a couple of Merkava 2As we are dealing with at the moment. Let's make sure that we push over to the right. We're going to make sure that this Strop does engage at their infantry, but we don't want it to be popped, which is exactly what happened. I am going to bring in an Mi-25S24. We can see plenty of stuff on the left. Let's make sure these Mi-24s come over to the right. We'll have this OT-64C that can move over to one of these right side tree lines. Okay, so what do they actually have here? Let's go into the unit view. These are just infantry squads, Humvees and so on. Maybe we could just push across here. I don't know if they have any AA. If they don't, then that'll be easy pickings. Move on to the Axarict here. Yeah, we got a side shot. That's good. But there's some door ban there. I'm gonna make sure that these BMPs come up and probably take out the Messiah AT, the Messiah. Looks like an F-16 was brought in to shoot down one of my Mi-24s. It's okay. I did a little bit of damage. Sorry, my voice just broke there entirely. Let's take that back to the FOB to resupply. Alright, so one of my BMPs got hit very hard. We're going to tell my Mi-25S24 to land, because that is the only way that's going to survive. I'm going to bring in a unit to repair that. Okay, good. So far so good. Managed to get a lot of units into the backside of Eleanor here. We did contest it for a while. We do have the +2 lead because they didn't capture Gregory at the start. That is actually a massive mistake on their part, because now all we need to do is just hold until the end of the game and we win. So what I'm probably going to do is bring in some reinforcements to cover off here. For some reason I don't have any HGMs. I'm pretty sure I put HGMs in this deck. I literally just built it. Unless I picked the wrong deck. That might have been something that happened, unfortunately. Oh well, we will make do with what we have. Let's bring in some LSTR to defend. And we're also going to probably have to invest in a heavy tank then. I'll probably pull out a Moderna. Always a good choice in this situation. Great for destroying enemy infantry. Especially with that autocannon, can be really, really useful. We'll make sure we focus the Dorban LR. That's got the spike system that is really good for destroying tanks, so we don't want that to be a problem. And we'll move in a T-72 M2 Moderna to the left. Okay, that Kerner's coming in. Is going to bomb the crap out of our forest there. It's okay, let's bring over this BMP-2 to the right side. I don't think we lost too much from that. Let me just stop my supply vehicle here so that I can repair this Mi-25S24 and get it back up into the sky. We're going to want to bring in some more infantry. We're going to bring in some Commandozi. And we are going to get this Mi-24 to come over and help us out. So let's unload this one. And once this Mi-25S24's good, we can take that off. The HGM did actually hit the Zelda, which was pretty cool. So let's bring that back up again. We'll have the LSTR move into these compounds. Actually, I'll let him put the HGMs into the edge. Okay, so the S24 is almost good to go. Let's get this Mi-24D back. It's used up the majority of its rocket pods. If they take the other side of this river, it's actually fine, because we're still at a +1 lead at the moment because they didn't capture Eleanor. Looks like they've just counter-capped it now. We have this lovely 200-point lead that we can now work with. Let's get this Mi-25 off the ground, because that got hit very hard. So we'll now try and get that back to base without it being shot down. And we'll also retreat my supply vehicle back as well. Now the only thing we have to be wary of is them cutting us off. So what I'm going to do is invest in another heavy tank now, over on this right side somewhere, so that we can cover this bridge. Because if they cut off this right side of Eleanor, they can probably run around there and can take us out, so I need to be careful about that. So let's bring in another Moderna. And then we'll make sure that we bring in some AA because we're pretty light on AA at the moment. Let's bring back the helicopters, make sure that we are reusing those. And this Mi-24D needs to move up. That artillery is horrible. So that we take out those Zeldas where we can. Good stuff. Okay, let's make sure this Cobra does not side shot my Moderna. That would be pretty bad. Yeah, and I am going to start to bring in some Strops now. Cover off our units. Okay, so they're going to go for an attack across this bridge. Possibly. Or we're going to bring over a recon unit to stand ground there. Maybe one of these SPW-60s. A couple of those move across and take up positions in those tree lines. Because moving that unit over to the left tells me they do want to maybe try and probe that. Might be a bit of an issue. Okay, so we are still leading the +1 at the moment. As long as we don't give them like a safe time on the left side, we should be okay. Because we will be able to spot where they put a command unit. So I'm probably just going to try and reinforce that. Bring up possibly a Tunguska. I do want a second Strop for my other T-72 Moderna. So let's have my Moderna now. Possibly move away. We'll have the Mi-25 move over to the right side. We don't want this to get like side shots. I'm actually going to reverse it from the tree line here, just in case the Leopard 2A5 pops through. It'd be rather unfortunate if we got shot in the rear armor. Just going to make sure that does not happen. Make sure we get this drop into the tree line over here. So what I'm probably going to do is try and reinforce this left side, since we are definitely moving some stuff over here. Might bring in a DHS Mi-24P just to see if we can reinforce that, because we might be able to take out this AH-1J Cobra with the infrared missiles, and also that Cobra might be sneaking around the side, so we've got to be careful of that. Also might get a spare recon helicopter in case ours gets shot down. And this Mi-25 can go back to base, this Mi-24 can move over there. They're going to move up my supply. We'll have our Strop move through the open. Come on, shoot down one of these Canuses. Please. Yeah, we did lose our command. And it looks like they've managed to get their own one in here, which is a shame. We need to get some recon in order to spot that. In which case I'm going to bring in probably this DPZ for this tree line. Give us a bit more information as to what we're looking at. Like the Mi-2 is being targeted by the block. We can go take out their AH-1J Cobra with our Mi-24. Charge that down. There we go, lovely. So we'll bring that back round to base. Just gave that a shift order to move back. And it looks like they are coming in with a block again. Should have an Su-27 that we could use. One of my teammates notices, we should be able to shoot that down. Okay, never mind, it looks like he's evacing, that's fine. Well, yeah, we'll bring him back to base. We'll make sure that this Mi-24D actually comes back and lands. And we'll have this chap move over. This napalm's really nice. If we can use that over here somewhere, we might be able to find the command vehicle. It might be over here. So we just put some attack markers, let my teammates know what I'm thinking. Xavier going to drop? Looks like into the back of this compound. Maybe he can land a score there. If that's where the command unit is, then that'll be good. Okay. Fine. I think we just managed to... Never mind. Yeah, I think the command definitely is in there. Because they moved it to dodge, I think. It looks like that bomber got out alive, so we might be able to push with some AA or something. Or with some aircraft. Maybe I can go for a bombing strike here. With the MiG-29. Hopefully he doesn't have that F-16 on station. That'd be rather unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Both of those AA hit us smack bang where they wanted to. So there you go. That's what happens sometimes. Cracking bit of luck. Now we really need to just get another command in here. I'm likely to possibly bring one round to this right side. It looks like Rivet's already on it, which is good. Let's bring forward this supply vehicle so that we can repair the Commandosi and Yukari squads. Make sure that doesn't fire because I don't want it to be actually seen. I want it to get into the tree line. That can be seen at the moment. There must be some recon infantry here somewhere. Annoying. I think it's that that infantry there that's seeing us. Okay, let's turn on the cannon, and we can use that to help out. Good stuff. Okay, we need to reverse these because this Gurnus gonna blow us to pieces. Make sure I reverse away from those bombs so they possibly hit my front armor. Oh, no, never mind. Did not make a difference. Okay. So what now? 2 Nuas? We'll get some heavy anti-air on the go. There is a DAP over on the left now that we need to be careful of. I'm going to bring my Mi-24P over there again. Maybe we can stop that from shooting us down. Very tempted to bring over this LSTR squad as well. Maybe we'll move the Mi-2 over just to be covered by it. Okay, so we're still leading by 200 points. Pretty tactical match in that I don't think either team's really committed to making a massive play. But as the clock starts to tick down, they're definitely going to be forced to. Looks like at the moment Rivet's using Amphibious to come through here, which is quite nice. Just needs to unload that ASAP. Oh, Leclerc, hello. Maybe he can take advantage of that being so close. It looks like he might be able to. Yeah, lovely jubbly. E62 going to get the kill there. Ardalas going to be a bit of an issue, but gets destroyed pretty quickly by the autocannon. Lovely, these MTLBVs should be fine to unload their troops soon. As long as the Axalic doesn't get there. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so as soon as that autocannon opens up, that's tons of damage. Great stuff. So really nice push there from my teammate. We have these Nuas now. I'm actually going to turn them off, just so that they don't get hit by seed, and whenever I see a plane, we will turn them back on again. So I need something to go into this tree line again. We're pretty low on infrared missiles here. I might have my supply vehicle move over to the left side. And then we'll have another tank possibly come in here. Maybe just a T-72M1 Wilk this time. That's not as valuable. We need to defend against these because that's a bit of an issue. Maybe I'll bring in a helicopter, DHS, to go and deal with that. So there's some DAPs. Careful of that. Hopefully my teammate doesn't lose his helicopters. So I have a couple of helicopters here. All of my Mi-24 still alive at this point. It's really nice. You can get those Moscow over to the right. We can basically make sure that there's no command vehicle or command infantry over here, which I don't think there will be. It's a pretty obvious place. He's going to make a push just here. We need to be wary of that. I'm going to bring over my Mi-25s. Make sure that we can defend off against that. Yeah, I'm going to swing those over. I've got an Mi-24P over there as well now. Should be able to help us out. The Buratino's smashing to pieces this compound. It's good. That means that there's probably not a command unit there. I'm tempted to buy myself one Dana just to sort of probe different locations here at Chariton. So yeah, let's just give these like attack move orders, and basically as soon as these guys get across in the open, we can blow them to pieces. I'm gonna bring my all of my helicopters over. I think the DAP over here is left, possibly. So let's go and shoot down this Cobra while he's distracted over on the other side. Let's maybe focus on this Macbeth, which is going to be back there. Okay, let's just retreat, because that Macbeth is not going to go down anytime soon. We'll make sure we're covered by the smoke as we retreat. And we're going to make sure that we are bringing in some reinforcements, possibly a couple of Commandosi. They will be the quickest. We didn't lose a second unit, so that was good. Let's make sure that the infrared missiles are fired off from this Mi-24. Might be able to get a lucky shot onto one of those aircraft. Looks like we failed. Okay, so we're going to bring that back round to resupply, along with our other Mi-24s, although the smoke did disappear, and I think we lost both of them. So there we go. Right, let's bring over these Strops then. Loads of air presence from our opponents. Looks like my Mi-24 on the left got shot down. That's a shame. Okay, so what we're going to do now. We definitely need to support this push on the right. We can support our own team in the middle. We might be able to take full control of Chariton if they're focusing on the left. Maybe we can attack here. That would be quite a good idea, actually. Push across with my T-72 while we're trying to defend on the right side. A couple of Spetsnaz squads. Kurnas is coming in with its bomb. Have to be very careful. T-72BU there is probably going to be the target of those Kurnas bombs. And wow, okay, that did a lot of damage. There's a second Kurnas coming in as well, so probably going to destroy that T-72, unfortunately. Make sure that we do move on. I'm going to bring my Commandosi out and also my LSTR. We're going to tell them to move on up. We'll probably get these Scott 2AMs to move on up as well. That we're coming in to reinforce the right side, because I think we're actually probably going to lose control over this right side. I think the game is running a little bit slow at the moment. Entirely sure. Bring over this recon, maybe get that further up. Okay, plenty of recon on the left. Looks like they're going to be probing, possibly with a helicopter. Looks like that's just a Cobra sat there. Okay, so he's defending against APCs with Iglas at the moment. Isn't ideal. Really needs some reinforcements over on that side. Smash to pieces these Rovet. Okay, the T-72 is being hit by possibly spikes. Not entirely sure what. We are just going to continue to run forwards. Now, the trouble is with the game running at this speed is that you can't react to anything. So it's all based on like preemptive strikes. Because generally there, like this Strop for example, I would have been able to micro that away so much sooner and it would have just driven away because it's got 100 km/h speed, right? It can just zoom off road. But when you're playing with lag, it's actually incredibly annoying. Got to be careful of the bombers here. Hopefully we can make a move into these compounds. We're just gonna drop off Scott 2AMs. And we'll have the Scott 2AMs fire at the Merkava. Have the T-72M2 Moderna here, so that can fire away. And we've got some BTR-50s coming over. Lovely. And there is the command. Okay. Make sure we get a shot off onto the Merkava. Looks like we can be in line of sight of the Merkava, but not the Leclerc, so that works out quite nicely. We need to get that Commandosi into the compound there. Okay, so now he has line of sight on me. Let's pop this Merkava and fall back. Okay, let's fall back. Get these Commandosi, the reinforcing ones, to come over to the right side. We're going to bring even more because that's definitely what we need right now. And we need to make sure that we do take out the command. SPW is helping us out as well. Let's move forward the strops. Oh yeah, I need to make sure that I am using new words, so let's actually move those up as well. Sure, I'll put them on a hotkey so that I actually do remember to use them. Make sure we get that into the compound as soon as possible. Move these guys away from the edge there so they aren't targeted by the tanks. This should put us at a +1. To unload these chaps as soon as possible so they don't get blown up. We'll have them charge towards the Rovate. We have some reinforcing ones come up. And we have taken full control now of this centre part. So they put all of their sort of forces into Eleanor, and therefore I told my team to push into Chariton. And it looks like we've taken advantage of this quite well. Managed to get into here. If they try and reinforce against this, then they'll lose the right side again. We'll manage to get a command in, and that'll be fine. So I'm probably going to start to bring in a command. And we might be able to sneak that up after we secure the ground against these Commandosi, or against the Rovate, sorry. So sorry if my commentary is not exactly like super hype. I am concentrating quite hard to make sure that we win this game. It looks like the lag is causing this rocket artillery to be a bummer. Oh, let's try and dodge in the right direction as we are trying to dodge the shells coming in. Alright, cool. This Moderna has actually used up all of its autocannon. And we are going to try and pop the last Zelda there before we retreat that. Okay, no, have to retreat it soon. Oh, we managed to pick off the Tiger. That's good. Oh, let's turn these on. I get a new kill, please. Yes, we got one. Okay, cool. That wasn't anything to do with me, but still good that we got one. I turned on my AA way too late there. So my commandos managed to get into their position. That's good. The Scott 2AM's actually taking out quite an important target there. Another APC, but it's good that those are actually trading with those Malyutka missiles. We'll make sure we unload this, and I'll make sure to bring in some more BMP-2s now with Motshusen. Okay, maybe we can get a shot onto this Crotau. We're lucky. Let's unload these guys, and we'll have them jump into this compound for us. We are going to be hitting a tank there by the looks of things. It's good. Let's move across this T-72. That might be able to fire onto the Rovate if it gets line of sight. Be nice. Let's turn on Nuwa again. Maybe the Rafale comes into range. That would be good. That's an M1 IP Abrams, going to be harassed by my Scott 2AMs there. Let's unload the command. Oh, can we take out this Rafale? Can, okay, so we got one of them. Take out the other one possibly. Definitely hit it. Oh, we won't. Okay, so let's turn them off again. I'm actually going to try and resupply them. Have my VHS Mi-24P come over to this right side. We might be able to keep it out of range of the Crotel and actually hit the M1IP Abrams. That's kind of what I'm planning to do. The attack here into the center got countered by the Buratino, which is great. 20 minutes left. Pretty interesting game going on. Get this drop 2 back because that is going to get hit by that artillery. Oh, never mind, it was just smoke. T-72 trying to be blocked off there by the smoke, so that's fine. Let's get this supply vehicle back to Jot. And now we're just going to be engaging the Commando Marines over here. That's fine, the Scott 2 AM still firing at the M1 IPs. See what happens. Okay, let's make sure we bring up some more reinforcements for this right side. Maybe the BMP-2Cs with the HGMs. They might be a good idea to try and take out some of these units at longer distance. Only 20 AP, but we are dealing with an M1 IP Abrams. So that only has 17 front armor, so those HGMs will do some damage, especially considering it's being whittled down by the Malyutka HGMs of the Scott 2 AM. Probably doing like 1 damage a hit. Surprised how often they are actually hitting is quite funny. Let's get this Mi-24P. Maybe the Kokon M missile with 22 AP power will finish the job. And we don't want to get in range of the DAP. That thing can absolutely tear apart my helicopter. So we're going to try and avoid that. Yeah, I'm a bit wary over this left side. Maybe we should bring up a Shrop to defend that. Really wary that they could just bring round a helicopter. Kill my Scott R3. That would not be fun. I'm so glad we got this position now though. That's fantastic. I'm going to continuously have that artillery come in though. We really want to make some ground into this compound. Follow up the Morskaya. Looks like my teammate was bringing up another command infantry as well, so he had the same idea as me really. It was nice. We really need like a Buratino onto this. That'd be great. Oh, actually, I could probably MiG-29 it. Let's turn back on the Nuas. See if we can take out this ram. Oh, both shots missed. Okay, maybe we can take out the Kernes. Come on, Nuas. Don't let me down. Failed me. Well, let's bring up the BMPs. We'll make sure that they can get into line of sight. Thank you for moving the Morskaya. Make sure to bring up some reinforcing Motschützen. We'll have the BMP-2s move to the left so they aren't hit by the Abrams. Very much. Okay. We are slowly taking care of this infantry on the right, but only because they're not reinforcing it in the centre, which is now being pushed really, really hard. And it looks like what's going to happen is we'll falter at Chariton and then manage to take back Eleanor, or at least not take it back, but contest it. Let's bring over the Mi-8. Don't think they have much AA here. I might be proven wrong, but either way, having the rocket pods hit those rovates would be really nice. Oh, those common Thosi being hit very hard there by the artillery. Really annoying. Okay, the BMP-2s can finish off the rovate. That's great. We'll have them just push across now. Maybe they can get a line of sight onto these Commando Marines. That would be perfect. We're going to bring in the MiG-29 over here. We're just going to aim it at the back of the compound. You have an aardvark coming up. Oh, they are trying to hit my lines, or my anti-air with cluster munitions. That's not very nice. Some Mirage SFs coming in. Let's turn those back on. Have them target those. Target the Jaguar coming in. Oh, the Jaguar's a bloody seed aircraft, isn't it? Oh, well, we managed to shoot down the Jaguar. I don't know why I turned my AA back on. Oh, that was really bad. By the way, we blew the crap out of the Commander Marines, so that worked. And we've contested Eleanor, so even better. Okay, so we're going to drop off these chaps now. Have them move on in. Maybe we can hit these Bradleys in the side armor. That would be fantastic with those 80 gems. Looks like they might be on target. Or please hit both of them. That would be spectacular. Oh, no, never mind. They're just going to miss both of them. Even better. Okay. So, we lost a newer. Okay, and we can bring in an extra one to accompany one that got left behind. We're at a +1 as long as this command infantry does not die. So that's good. We're going to retreat that one. Replace it with that one. And we will continue forwards towards that next compound as well. Okay, great stuff. Okay, we'll make sure to continue to reinforce that with the normal BMP2s. Get the Scott 2AMs to move across and maybe they can start hitting the tanks again. I'm not entirely sure my kill death has been particularly good in this game so far. I'm very sure that Rivate has done a great job in the centre in pushing back towards Chariton. Need to make sure that they don't contest that again. I am still controlling this new well, which is not what I wanted to do. Let's bring forwards the command infantry, and we will replace them again. So not quite sure what's happening there. Maybe we can just about dodge that strike. Well, we did, but we just ran into loads of riflemen. That is not exactly what I had planned. Okay, well maybe we'll move over the BMP2s to the other side here. I'm not sure. Definitely losing ground in the centre. Not very fun. Stop that from moving. We're going to turn off the radar on that. And carry on. Okay. So it's still a very tight game. 14 minutes left on the clock. Loving this game so far. Fantastic. Cooler's going to be having a field day against this Abrams, that's for sure. Actually, I could probably bring up my DHS MI24P if that's the case. Awesome. Okay, so we'll definitely make use of that. We've got some more Skyer coming over. Brilliant. This is going very well now on this right side. This means I can move up my command infantry. We'll have them run into the sector and take up their own compound. That would be great. Also tempted to invest in some Air Force now. Block 52s though, very, very strong aircraft. Have these guys regroup for me. And we'll turn on their anti-air. Are we able to hit the Block 52? I don't think we are. Or maybe. Oh, so close. Why am I so unlucky with these today? At least I'm actually micromanaging my AA today. That's a start. That's not something I've really done much before. Improving every day. Yeah, learning something new. Okay, let's get this into the compound here. VDV going to overrun the Rivette, which is great. Okay. Oh no. Artillery coming straight on top of the command unit. But, thanks to lag, they're going to get into the compound in time. Wow, would you look at that? That was crazy close. We're going to continue to probably move up now, resecure this right side. Currently running a +1 again, which is fantastic. Let's unload these chaps and have the BMP2s maybe support against all this in the centre here. I'm going to have the moat shoots and run to the right side. Yeah, they can fire at the Rovate, which is what I wanted to see. Maybe I'll have one of my tanks do something. Yeah, let's bring in the T-72 M1 Wilkes. Maybe even just a Twadi. We'll bring in a Twadi, and that can just cover the backside again. Okay. Get this supply vehicle back. We have used up pretty much all our supply. Let's make sure that Nuwas can shoot down this Rafale if it gets too close. We're doing a great job on this right side. Liffin here pushing with his infantry really, really well. But we do have a prog in our backside. Take care of that. I'm going to put an attack marker on it, and I'm probably going to get some recon to come over here. Just going to slam that with the main gun of the DHS. It's only Delta Force, it's fine. Goodbye, Delta Force. Alright then, so where are my Nuwas? Okay, need to make sure they're not moving too far forwards. I don't want them to get shot by the Macavers. That is not what I'm looking for. We're going to have them reverse away from the Macavers because they do actually have some front armor. Make sure that maybe we can get Seria come in and deal with those for us. We can keep line of sight onto them, that is. Let's maybe move over the Mi2. Have the Seria move in and take those out. Okay, so some more units coming over to the right. We're still maintaining a +1, which is fantastic. Okay, so we should reveal it anytime soon. If we don't, then what I'm going to do is just evac this area because they have Rafales on standby. I do not want to lose this unnecessarily. Looks like we're going to evac it. We'll bring it back in another time. So my moat shoots have arrived to defend my command unit. Tactically, this has gone very well. In terms of actual score, however, I feel like I've just lost an absolute ton throughout this game. Those Kernasses, before we shot them down, did a ton of damage to our troops. Like blew up loads of my tanks. And yeah, that's crazy. I think I've definitely lost a lot more than I would have liked, but we're still winning, so that's good. All that matters at the end of the day. So hopefully this aardvark will come into range, maybe evac over our Nuwas. That would be nice. No, it's going to evac. Okay, so I'm just going to slowly move my Nuwas over to the right side. Going to turn them off again. Okay. We'll make sure that we're still moving them because they were on an attack move order, and as soon as I turn off their weapons, I don't think that counts anymore. This T-72 is literally sitting on the bank here. As soon as a Macabre arrives, they're just going to blow the crap out of it. Might want to fall back those infantry if you can. Swap around these moat shoots and squads. And maybe hit a Buratino. Do we have a Buratino still? We definitely had one, didn't we? I lost it at some point. Well, that's fine. As long as we maintain the neutrality in Elena and Chariton, should be fine. Okay, let's get the Nuwas turned on. Where are they? Please shoot down this aardvark for me. Much. Turn on that Malyutka. Come on, Nuwas. Actually hit something for once. Oh no, the Kurnas is there. It's turned round. No. Yeah, Ito's got them. Never mind. So I acted as bait in the end to shoot down another seed aircraft. But again, another loss for me. That was lovely. Okay, so now we've had some bombers and stuff come in here. So he slammed my moat Schutzen. What are we going to do about this? Maybe I can just bring in a couple of MiG-29. I don't know. We have the Twadi. I just need to get that into range of the Zeldas. I probably should be investing more in BMP2s. Maybe I could just get some BMP1s. They're a lot cheaper. Just standard moat shoots and should be able to bulk out that right side. Okay, so there's some Yasur Nimrods. They're going to come straight from our Twadi. Maybe reverse this Twadi away from them. Hide it behind the building. Please leave it alone. Thank God for that. Okay, that hit their T-72 there. Igla N squad. Do me proud. Gonna have the Twadi just slam the Rivet for me. Maybe we can shoot down these Nimrods with the Igla N, but I doubt that will actually work out. Okay, so it looks like we might lose our position here on the right side again, but we have managed to, I think, kill the command vehicle in Chariton that was contesting. But that's all very well. Let's bring over my tank over from the right side, since probably completely pointless at the end of this match. There is 9 minutes left, so they are really going to have to make a big difference at this point. Currently this Twadi is just chewing up Rivet squads. That's lovely. I don't really feel like using those moat Schutzen yet. Actually, maybe we should. We'll have them start mowing down the Rivet, since they are stunned and panicked. The machine guns from these moat Schutzen will start to do some damage. And the trouble with that is it does allow them to hit me pretty hard. Let's maybe try and focus on killing the Bradley if we can. Oh wow, lovely bombing strike. Was that their own team? Pretty sure it was. Missed its bombing strike and destroyed a lot of their own troops. Okay, let's move forwards to Twadi here. SU-27PU might shoot down the Rafale. That would be really, really nice. Come on, SU-27PU. You can do it. You can do it. Very nice. Love it. Okay, so now they have some F-16s coming in, but the SU-27 already going to go down to some anti-aircraft. Oh no, the command infantry here is very much on its own. Oh, and the Yasurs have flanked me. Oh dear. Goodbye, Twadi. Well then, we don't have our newer turned on, so didn't get to shoot down any of their aircraft. And yeah, we've lost our advantage in Eleanor. However, we are currently winning by 324 points to 43, and as long as they don't actually take out the command, that's only going to grow. We're just going to continue as much as we can to hold on to that infantry squad, and I'm just going to slam over here with some more BMP-1 SP1s with Schutzen. Hopefully we can hold them off. So yeah, not my finest hour, I'm going to be completely honest, but should be okay. Should still win. Which at the end of the day is all that matters, especially in Conquest. Doesn't particularly matter how many troops you lost, as long as you win. I definitely think our team strategy has worked out quite well in this one. I've really enjoyed the sort of macro play that's been going on, because the game's actually been quite laggy. I feel like it's going to be a lot longer than it actually has been on the clock. Well, maybe we can just slam this Leclerc. I don't know, maybe we'll just keep the BMPs going. Never mind. We will unload them before they get blown up. Okay, we'll have the moat shoots and just run over there then. To reinforce the right side. BDV trying to run and defend the command unit, but to no avail. I think the command unit is eventually going to go down. Okay, let's get these moat shoots and, oh, I was going to say back into the BMP ones, but it doesn't matter because, well, there's a Merkava 2A there. Unless we move them both to the right side, maybe we'll have these moat shoots and just run over to the right. They have 7 minutes to turn this game around now. Okay, MI24P here can come over to the center and provide some HGM support. Make sure that my cargo moves over towards my Nuwa. And probably want to bring in even more infantry now. The last Commandozi can come out. We'll grab a couple more moat shoots and the Merkava taking a single point of damage every time from this BMP-1 SP1. The great thing about the BMP-1s is they do have heat, which allows them to do at least one damage to tanks, even have higher front armor than the AP. So in this case the Merkava has 18 front armor, but because this is heat, it always does at least 1 damage, which is great in some cases. See if we can get this MI24P to get on target. Swilk might be able to do a lot of damage actually. He can get a shot into the Leopard there at that close range. That would be fantastic. Oh, we definitely hit it. Oh, come on, MI24. Why does it always let me down? The RNG in this game has actually been ridiculous. Okay, so there go my BMPs. The moat shoots and hold in strong against the Rovates. I mean, the only issue that I see here is if they push through and they manage to take out this command unit as well, that would hurt a lot. Like, we would start to lose a lot of troops. We're going to want to unload these moat shoots in. We're going to want to get the a new command unit in this left side. So I'm tempted to buy another command infantry squad because we're likely to lose this one since they have the momentum over on this right side. Let's move forward slightly. We'll take out this M1A2 Bradley and then we'll jump back. Okay, we'll jump back again. Great stuff. Oh, we might want to jump up. Oh, I think we just jumped into the bombing strike there. That wasn't exactly what I had planned. But there we go. So let me just unload these BMPs. We are losing squads for no reason. Oh, it's really annoying. They've sort of cut off our reinforcements. Let's bring in the Mi-8T here. I'm going to unload all of this infantry. Make sure we target these M2A1s. We do have a Spetsnaz squad here. That's good. Hopefully that will allow us to hold off against the riflemen and not let them spot our command unit. We do have the Akula there as well. Maybe that can use the main autocannon to help us out. Get this Mi-24P to come back and resupply. And the Leclerc, well, that's starting to take damage. Come on, no shoots and doing. Get them back into that building. Over on this right side, like we are being attacked by a tank of some sort. Don't really have anything to deal with that, although the HGMs hit that pretty damn hard. Maybe I can just bring in an Mi-24P, the Kokon missile, to take care of that. Unless we can just side shot it with the recon and so on. And once it gets close enough to the SPW, actually, that will start to do damage as well, so that'll be good. Yeah, look at that. Slamming that in the side armor as it gets close. Brilliant. Oh, for God's sake, they just keep destroying my BMP-1s now. Absolutely annihilating my KD even more. They still haven't found the command unit here, which is fantastic. Looks like we have managed to dislodge their command in Chariton again. So we're holding on by the skin of our teeth. We really are. The Nuwa is almost out of ammunition. Let's switch around these supply vehicles. We'll have the Mi-20P P, come over to the left side, or maybe just move over to the left slightly so that they can get some better shots into the center. Okay. We managed to just about hold off the push from Eleanor into Chariton. Oh, I need to definitely unload this before it gets destroyed. There is a Crow Tower moving up. I do not want to lose that command unit unnecessarily. That would be very bad. That can move in to there. And we'll make sure that MI8 comes back and resupplies. Let's not engage the Crow Tower. That would be a bad idea. We're just going to pull away from that entirely. We do have a Sturm here from Lippin. Been a long time since I've seen one of those. Engaging a Leopard 2A4. Going for some front armor trades. Sturm is in the tree line now. That's great. Can we shoot down the Nimrod? We can. Brilliant. Turn off that radar. One of the Nimrods is down. Oh, looks like they're pushing on us with Fallschirmjägers and Marder 2s now. Well, that's not very fun. Let's bring over a couple of Mi-24Ps. They're probably the best thing that I have to counter this sort of push. If they don't have any AA, that's the only way that we're going to win. Against that kind of push anyway. It looks like we're going to win the game. Should be fine. We could probably lose that command unit, but that's fine because I brought in the second one just in case, which is another example of the macro play we've been playing throughout this game. So 3 minutes on the clock for them to make 200 odd points. They found the command squad. Finally. Gotta be careful though. Humvee's now coming down the back road. Hopefully they don't have any infantry in, otherwise they'll probably take control of this town completely. The Spetsnaz here should be able to... Okay, they did have infantry in them. The Spetsnaz there should be able to do some damage. Okay, so it looks like my Mi-24P is going to end up engaging with the Humvees with the Kokon M missiles. Not exactly what I want to see happen. We want to get probably into gun range. You take out the Marder 2s, that would be good. Oh, there is a Hawk. Goodbye to my helicopter. Okay, the only hope we have against that Hawk is the fact that it is going to run out of missiles, so if I actually manage to hit it before it resupplies, which it currently is, should be okay. Never mind, there is a Crow Tower. Okay, let's run away from that. I mean, this has been quite an entertaining game, I must admit. However, it has been quite painful to watch as well, from my point of view, in that I have lost a lot of troops. And I haven't necessarily been playing my best. Let's bring in some more BMP2s now. Reinforce, make sure that they don't roll us over before the end of the game. They shouldn't be able to. And it's going to be pretty risky for them to just push forwards really fast with my Mi-24Ps being here anyway. Because they're going to try and chase those down most likely. Salamander's going to get hit by some AA. Leopards, being repaired though. Fortunately with a rocket hitting it in the front armor. Not anymore. So one of my Mi-24s down, or did both of them go down? Oh, both of them went down. Of course they did. The Crow Tower caught up and took out both of those Mi-24Ps on the right. There's another painful strike. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think it will, but we definitely lost a lot of units throughout this game. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. It's been an extremely long game. Hope you guys haven't got too bored of this one. I really enjoyed seeing Rovate push into Chariton. like amphibiously, that worked out really, really well. I really like that. Also, like Liffin holding this right side at Eleanor for so long really helped us out, really gave us an advantage. It was actually fantastic. And my team's been doing a great job at dislodging the enemy commands in Chariton as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of kills coming out from my teammates because they have been dealing with those commands so much. Also just been doing a great job in general. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, a very, very good game nonetheless. I've really, really enjoyed this one. Just my recon left on this left side. To make sure that nothing happens towards the end of the game. Looks like my command infantry is going to be just fine. Bring over the Mi-24P to shoot at the Marder. And they're going for like one final push, I feel. Oh, looks like the Marder 2s just took out my newer as well, just to add insult to injury in terms of my score. Let's maybe unload these Moat Schutzen squads and just have the BMP2s attack move to the right side. They can actually use those 80 gems as soon as they are in range. Okay, Mi-24P, much for those 2 kills. We'll land that again to get ourselves some more Kokon missiles. So 25 seconds left, no chance for the enemy to come back from this one, although they are making some good progress. The Akula is going to be slamming those Leopard 2A4s, that's for sure. Watch that get a kill. The Yasu at Nimrods might be able to be taken out by the Akula as well, that would be great. However, it looks like the Nimrods are going to go for the Wilks. 10 seconds left on the game. Was a very, very good game. Enjoyed this a lot. With those last few units being destroyed by Liffin's Akula, that is time up, and we win the game by conquest points. 341 to 86 in 40 minutes. And wow, my kills to losses are awful. But I held where it mattered, and honestly, there was quite a lot of things I could have done better in that game. But my teammates really, really helped me out. Rovate, I think both of us were pushing in the middle there, like myself and Rovate, and we were like slamming into that like mechanized deck, which Ring-a-Ding Baby was using. And it was seriously horrible to play against, but we had the conquest points, and that's what mattered at the end of the day, because we did actually lose more than we killed and still won the battle. And look at that, it was actually by about 2,000 points, which is incredible. I don't think I've seen a kill to loss like that has lost like recently. That's actually more like 2,200 points, but still, it's a very big disparity there. That was incredible. Okay, so really, really nice game. Unfortunately, I didn't do well personally, but either way, I still want to show you guys this one because it was incredibly fun to play, and it was a really good example of macro play in the Conquest game mode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.